GT.
Rah, my people ready, about to get it in. Yeah.
What's good, baby? This is Chris Rivers, Dragons Up, and I'm on the Peace of Mind panel with the homies from GT Visions Production. Doing it big out here, all the way from the X, representing. We out. Stay tuned. Got some fire.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron, Peace of Mind panel, GT Vision Productions. Today we have guests here, Chris Rivers.
What's up, brother?
And it's a pleasure to have you here, bro.
Yeah, like pleasure to be here, brother. Yeah.
Big
definitely.
Pun's son, and he's gonna tell us a lot about his success right now.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, definitely. I mean, right now, it's still in the come up phase, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely blessed and happy to get all the success that we've gotten. We started off originally, it was just me and my cousin and my first manager, and we just started. I was like, yo, I want to rap, so I did it straight out of high school. I'm 21 now, so I was like 17, 18. I was just putting music out on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And thank God for the internet, you know what I'm saying? So the YouTube, and it picked up, and I got more affiliated with more people, and people started, feeling it. So now I'm here, so the buzz got a little bigger. Now I got 2 tapes out, you know what I'm saying? Both on datpiff.com, Wonderland of Misery 1 and 2, for free. And then we got the EP on iTunes, it's called The Good King. And yeah, I've done shows. I've been around. Like it's definitely getting there. Like I definitely.
What age did you start when you started rapping? What age?
Like in general, or like this mission? You know what I'm saying? Because I would say I would say I've always been poetically inclined since a child. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been one of those things where I've always written poetry, a little verses here and there, but I always did it as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? And I would say I started taking it actually seriously and doing it as a lifestyle and a choice, like right after high school, like I said, so like 17, 18. So I would say for about 3 or 4 years I've been taking it seriously, but I've always been inclined musically or poetically my whole life. Yeah.
So you basically, I was gonna ask you this question. I know the viewers want to know too. Your father, Big Pun, may he rest in peace. Did he have an influence on your career?
Not directly. Well, directly, but not intentionally, I would say, because he passed when I was 6.
Okay.
So he had no intentions or even ever mentioned to my recollection me, doing this. I was too young to even, conceive that idea. You know what I'm saying? But I was always around him while he was in the studio and stuff like that. But like not exactly. And like we was kids, me and my sister, so we'd be playing the arcade games or doing our own little thing while he, did his business. So, but I would say after he passed and later on, like I realized what music did for me, in a sense, and like just listening to certain people, and it gave me that outlet as a child, whether listening to it or doing it myself. Like it was an outlet, and it saved me at those days where I didn't really know, like when life was hard, like the music itself was an escape, and I always thought like, yo, if I could give that to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Another kid, and I'm good at this. You know what I'm saying? I'm only good at like 4 things, and this is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm good at this. So like, if I could give someone else that mental relief, or I could give them that moment of clarity, like music did for me, and also pursue my own dream at the same time, then I think that's it's a blessing. So that's how I did it. And my father's a huge influence, I guess, musically on me, because he's not just because he's my pops, but he's one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like hands down. And whether he was my pops or not, I would say that because he's ridiculous. I still get baffled this day listening to his music. So yeah, definitely. You know
basically the album, the mixtape that you dropped, called Wonderland
of Misery. Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah.
Tell us what made you come out with this track?
Wonderland of Misery. Well, the first one was like it's crazy. The first one, they both Wonderland of Misery. Then it's Wonderland of Misery 2, and the first one was really. When I first started rapping, like I said, when I came out of high school and I started doing it, some of the tracks when I first started rapping is on there. Some of the tracks, because that was like a year and a half, 2 years in the making. So I got shit from when I first started rapping to 2 years in. So you can kind of hear the difference and the growth in there. And though they are scattered, because it's one of the first songs, not the first song I did, but like it may be somewhere in there. So you can hear the levels of different things in there. But really, I just try to give people me, like even my name changed from because before I was Baby Pun, now I'm Chris Rivers, and Chris Rivers is my name is Reels. That's my last name, Reels, which just means rivers in Spanish. And my name is Chris. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing was like I wanted to give the people me throughout this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's the better name than my actual name. You know what I'm saying? Just a little spiced up. That's how I wanted this tape to be. I didn't want it to be like I was playing like I'm killing niggas or selling drugs or I'm a type of person that I'm not. You feel me? Like the tape, when you hear it, it's all like it's all an expression of who I am and genuinely. You know what I'm saying? And the people who know me prior to that, like, knew everything on the, was real and everything, you know what I'm saying, and even the second tape in itself, you know what I'm saying, like.
Now your viewers,
yeah,
how could they get access to that mixtape?
Oh man, like I said, both of the tapes are available free download on datpiff.com. Okay. You know what I'm saying, and the EP is out on iTunes, which is called The Good King. You know what I'm saying. So Wonderland of Misery, just type that in, or Chris Rivers, and you see him is there. You know what I'm saying. We got the official Chris Rivers website, chrisriversmusic.com. You know what I'm saying, and a lot of information and social media stuff is there. Yeah.
Also, a lot of viewers, a lot of people want to know, because you have the same, you inherited the same style as your father.
Okay.
Rapping.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, how did that come about?
I would say it's natural, because I never get offended or angry when people compare me to my pops. Like, it's not that I get angry about. It's more so the matter of when people try to say I'm trying to be like him.
Okay.
And it's really not like that. Like, I am influenced by him just as much as I'm influenced by Eminem or Mos Def or Black Thought, like some of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
But I think everyone sounds like somebody. Like, somebody's gonna sound. You're gonna sound like somebody when you're rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's been done, and it's only natural for me to sound like my pops. And that's really just the way that I rap naturally. Like, since I was a kid, that's just how I wrote, and the people I like to listen to are people like that. So it's just that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's my pops is just, you know what I'm saying, like, just genetically right. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of happened that way. But definitely not trying to do that. I'm actually trying to learn new methods and new ways of rapping, because you don't want to be a one-trick pony. Like, that super lyrical shit is easy for me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what came naturally. So now, if you want to progress, you got to get outside your comfort zone. So I'm trying to do more stuff as well as that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Also, you did a track called "I Let My Pops Down."
Yes.
Right. I heard it today. I kept hearing it, and I like it. I like it because I know Big Pun, if he was here now, he'd be proud of you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Basically, what made you do that track?
Yeah, I mean, well, shout out to J. Cole, obviously, for putting the "I Let Nas Down." That was that whole concept in a sense. But realistically, when I heard that track, and I just, I got a little introspective on myself, and I was just thinking, like, my pops, when I was a kid, because he passed when I was 6, like I said, but when I was a kid, he always instilled, even at a young age, that if he wasn't there, then I had to be the man for the family. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I felt like I let my pops down, because, even though it's unrealistic to expect a 6-year-old and the youngest of 3 to take care of his 2 older sisters and his moms, and especially in that situation where we have nothing. You know what I'm saying? But regarding everything that we've been through, and I know it's illogical, but at the same time, emotionally and just mentally, since that was so instilled in me as a child, I felt at blame for all the hardships that my family went through after his passing. You know what I'm saying? Because whether it be shelter, all the stuff, like, I felt in blame for that. And even musically, like, the constant, the comparisons or just not amounting to his image is.
So basically,
you know what I'm saying?
You grew up real quick. In other words, it's like being, you have to be
I was forced to grow up really quick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell me, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm still humbled, you know what I'm saying, I get it, and I got a good head on my shoulders, especially for a 21-year-old, even the way that I speak, you know what I'm saying, and my mindset, you know what I'm saying, but I was forced to grow up very quickly, because those things were instilled in me as a child. Like, I felt I didn't live up to them, and I don't know if he actually is proud or not. It's, it's good to think that he is, but in that way, it was just, sometimes I make music just to, like, music there's political music in the sense of not about politics, but like in the progression of your career, you know what I'm saying, and then there's music for, for the turn up shit, and then there's music where you have to just do it because you love it and because it's an expression of self, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times these days when I make music now, it's more so for the progression of my career, not as an outlet, you know what I'm saying. But that song in particular was just an outlet, so it was just me expressing myself and my opinions and how I felt at the time. Yeah.
Now, do you have any future projects of people you're working with?
Yeah, I mean, we got some stuff in the works. Not too much I could talk on, but you know what I'm saying. But it's definitely you know what I'm saying, stuff. You could probably catch me on Styles project that's coming out, like Styles P and shit like that. And then I got my own stuff, the individual projects coming out. But we got a lot of stuff in the works. It's just nothing's been solidified yet as far as like a release date or like a consensus of like what the feel of it's gonna be, or even a name. You know what I'm saying? But we got tons of songs in the vault that we could throw stuff together. But we just trying right now to shoot a lot of visuals, get them out to the people, and get the buzz a little bigger before we make that next step.
So basically, as far as that track, Heat Wave.
Yes.
The one you did in Orchard Beach.
Yeah, Orchard Beach. Yeah.
That was a classic.
Oh, thank you, brother.
That one,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
And,
Shout out to ESI Visuals for shooting that one. Yeah.
I know your family's proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And as far as your social, you have a social media site, like a contact?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, the official website is chrisriversmusic.com, and then the Instagram is Dragons and Rivers, and the Twitter is only Chris Rivers. Chris Rivers is the Facebook, and yeah, just find it all there. And then the chrisriversmusic.com, the website should have all the information there, but in case people want to go straight there, that's that. And then the YouTube, we post videos, like I said, all the time. That's Chris Rivers Music, so that's the page there. And yeah, subscribe, like if you like what you hear, then just keep listening, and we got more fire coming, definitely.
I also spoke to you earlier, and you mentioned that your cousin was your manager, somebody in your family. How does it feel working with a family member close, and
yeah, I mean, like, granted, like, you can't, I wouldn't work with every single person in my family, depending on their character. You know what I'm saying? So like my cousin, who's my manager, he's also in the aspect of he's someone that I've always looked up to, and I've gotten close to him over the years. You know what I'm saying? And I know my best interest is always in his heart. You know what I'm saying? And he's a very intelligent person that he knows how to gauge situations, and I trust his judgment. So trust is a very important thing, whether it's family or not, when you're getting into business. And as long as you are all on the same page and are all rational people, because there will be disagreements, and there will be, you know what I'm saying, with any business. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to talk it out and work as a unit, and it's a team. And since he had a lot to do with my upbringing and the person I am today, so getting into business with him, felt real natural and comfortable too, because I trust his judgment, and two, I trust his character. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely dope, and I don't have to worry. The family business thing don't apply to that situation. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, it would apply to a lot of other people in my family. So like, you can't just do that with anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would say step away from that, but my circle's tight. Pause. And it's also like something that I recommend towards anyone, because you got to have people you trust around you, especially when you're reaching for progression.
Yeah, so what are the greatest aspects you face right now, and what are the issues you face?
We'll start with the issues, really, and we'll end off on a more positive note. But yeah, the issues, I think, there's ones that I may go through personally as being the son of a legend, you know what I'm saying, whether it be comparisons and stuff like that, and solidifying your own name. But I think in general, what people face these days and coming up, it's it depends on what kind of rapper you are. I know me personally, like, I can spit, you know what I'm saying, I'm saying that humbly, and I just know what I can do with confidence. I know I can spit. But people like me, it's like you kind of have to dilute yourself in a sense to appeal to mainstream. You know what I'm saying, if you wanna get there, because people are more obsessed now because of social media and because of the internet, because of like the whole celebrity lifestyle. People are more obsessed with the image than they are with music. The artistry is almost dying in a sense, where people aren't even listening anymore. And what I do is rap. That's what I do. I'm not a model. I'm not a fashion tycoon. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But in order for me to appeal to you, I may need to be fresh enough for you to want to be like me, or I may need to have enough money to get my shit played. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's like, it's not just about the art anymore. I could be nicer than 1,000 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel I am a lot, but they'll pop because they're fresher. You know what I'm saying? Or because they had a catchy ass hook, and that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media, the internet was a blessing in a way that, like I said, my whole career started off of the fact that I was just putting shit out on YouTube, and I got heard, and it started progressing from there. So it's a blessing. At the same time, people don't really make shit off of sales anymore. You know what I'm saying? Most of the money comes from collabs and shows and stuff like that. And then at the same time, people gotta acknowledge that it's people have to acknowledge that you have to be a whole package these days. They're not doing artist training anymore. Like, you got to be a whole package. You got to bring in. You got to grind. Like, there's nothing like the grind. Like, if you don't put that work in, you're not gonna get anything out of it, and that's just what it is. So I think anyone can face that, and anyone should know that stepping into this, that if you're gonna try to pursue this needs to be your priority. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got to miss birthdays, you got to lose sleep, you got to do it, and you're going to fail more than you're going to win, but those wins matter more than the fails, and that's what matters. So, but really the triumphs, really, I would say, like, you definitely get the social media locked down. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how much I talk crap, regardless of how much I talk crap about it, and say, you know what I'm saying, it's destroying the youth and stuff like that. Because it is, because everyone and their moms. Do you meet regular people anymore? No. Everyone wants to be a celebrity. You know When's the last time you met a regular person with a regular life and a regular goal? I'm not saying you got to be normal or regular, like regular being a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with knowing who you are and knowing what you want to do. You don't have to be popping and posing for people. Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? But social media and celebrities kind of made it put into people's eyes that they got to be bigger than what they are, and now people aren't comfortable in their own flesh. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, it is very important for you to do. To put it out there and social media heavy, and definitely people got to acknowledge too coming up now that there's really not a lot of money in sales. You know what I'm saying? Most of your money's gonna come in through collaborations and through shows. You know what I'm saying? That's why both, like you was asking, both my mixtapes are free. You get both my mixtapes for free on datpiff.com. Why is it free? Because if I'm a new nigga and I'm coming up and you have no idea who I am, you're not gonna spend money on me. You're not gonna spend $10 for my tape. You're not going to put money in my pocket. You don't even know me. But if you hear me and you like me, you think I'm nice, you might come to the show. You might be like, yo, that nigga's getting some buzz. I might want to do a song with him. All right, let me call up his management, blah, blah. Is this much for a collab? All right, cool. Now you put money in my pocket because that tape came out for free. It's an investment. So just know that when you got to spend money to make money, you also got to make a lot of sacrifices, and you got to make investments in yourself because you are the business. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to anybody coming up. And like I said, I'm still young, so there's still tons and tons that I'm learning. But what I learned so far is, you know, that's a little piece of it. You know
how old are you now, by the way?
21.
21? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you have a lot of knowledge for your age. You know,
I read a lot. I'm blessed to be around veterans. You know what I'm saying, that teach me a lot about this stuff, and I think if you're trying to be great, you got to think great, and there's patterns in greatness, so you got to follow those patterns and don't be a dumbass.
It's a saying, if you want to be a winner, you got to be around winners.
Yeah, it's true. Do what the winners do, and you'll win.
Exactly.
And you'll win, because winners win. So do what they do.
Yo,
got
man, it was a pleasure, man.
Love, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
Keep the hard work. You know what I'm saying? I could see you up there. You know what I'm saying? With Jay-Z.
That's the goal.
You know what I'm saying?
Love, bro.
Word.
Yeah, it's Chris Rivers, El Genius, I see you, Montero, GT Visions, man, we in here. Yo, I spit hazardous, disastrous, bitch smacking Chris pseudonym. Niggas need Bruce with them just to rap with it immaculate. I be cleaner than spit lather cakes, surpass you all by draining my dick. My piss master, this my shit too. I wipe my ass and flush the gift or two. I spit hieroglyphics inside my lyrics are visuals. Known to split oceans with poems, I'm fucking biblical. Young Moses, I rode the lotus into the pinnacle. Men is stupendous, quenching thirst of the masses. On average, having the status, being the first of the massive. Dragons attacking this rap, out of boredom inhabit. If I die, cause my size, you could get lost in my casket. Tossing Galactus, mastered it, divorce and no practice. Spit bars so large, they walk the orbit of planets. Crossing assassin niggas on like porcelain rapping. Kick in every door and I witness arsonists happen.
Witness flawlessness, victory, gorgeousness, consistency. Never fuck a Rivers less you offering virginity. Cause lyrically, you can't that fuck with me or visit me. Even at your highest point, you still would've hit my knee, nigga, please. Collapse your physics to some rapping midgets, punch your chest so hard, making shoulders clap like last editions. My raps are wicked, gradually retract my lyrics just so you could catch up to the passion of my after image. Rivers.
I'm like light in a bottle, ignite expensive like 5 bottles. Fuckin' with a light-skinned model who like running with a guy on the mic with a power. I ain't sight, you cowards. Make motherfuckers think twice when they get clobbered. Dealing with a slight switch and I might flip if anybody think about kicking my tower.